What's up, everybody? This is Ro Talk. I'm your host, Ro, and today I will be talking about chapter 1011 of One Piece. Guys, if you're interested in that, please stick around. We will be dabbling into that. But first, guys, I'd like to thank you all for taking the time out your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me by y'all's support, leaving likes, comments, even subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me. Without further ado, let's get into chapter 1011 of One Piece. Let's go! Back like we never left, guys. We start this chapter, The Code of Sweet Beans, chapter 1011. And we started off with Kid and Killer are back chasing after Big Mom, and they are starting to see Big Mom still has tools in her tool bag. And then they realize that Big Mom is souping up for another attack. Big Mom is showing like she's like Zion Williams right now, charging up for another attack. And when they coming through the hole like Zion do, you better get out the way. And that's what Kid and Killer did. They decided to get out their way. Little did Kid know that Big Mom still can create another homie and have lightning-based attacks. And her new homie is called Hera. And when I look at Hera, just her silhouette, I guess, you can say that she reminds me of like an opera singer, like one of those type of cartoon characters. And also Hera is also a Greek mythology of Zeus's sister and wife. Zeus is weird like that. But she is the goddess of lightning as well too. And judging by her attack of Florga, and that is based of a woman of lightning. So Zeus is the king of lightning. Florga is like the woman of lightning. So that is an explanation on her power. And let me tell you guys right now, Hera power is super powerful. It reminds me of an NL Power Blast, but since it's coming from a Yonko, you know it has to be 10 times stronger. And that thing, it looks like it did a dent on the side of the Onishigima Island. And it is super powerful, and it sends Kid and Killer flying. It was so powerful that Kid loses a grip on his devil fruit powers, and comes to find out that allows Zeus to break free from Kid's metal cage that he has Zeus locked up in. When Law sees Zeus has broken free, he realizes that Big Mom must have broken free, and she has to be at the bottom level of the castle. So Law does a smart thing, which basically anybody should have done at this moment, is try to keep Big Mom from joining up with Kaido, because once they get together, you know what they attacks, what they do. And so he decides to take Zoro and also Zeus away from Kaido from on top of the Onishigima rooftop. Just as soon as Law took Zeus with him down to below on the castle, inside the castle, my mind went straight to Nami's getting Zeus back. She has to get Zeus back at this point. It's just they are bringing Nami and Zeus too close right now for comfort. So it's for sure Nami's getting Zeus back, and that's going to be a big factor into this whole war, I should say, because Nami would get Zeus back and Alti appearing back up. So I think that's a foreshadowing of something that's going to happen. And also with Big Mom new homie Hera, Hera in Greek mythology, she is a vengeful and jealous woman. So with Nami too and Zeus, and you know how Zeus and Nami roll, so I think that's going to be a big foreshadowing right there. We're going to see Nami and Hera interacting with one another, and it's definitely going to be a tale to be watching pretty soon. Another tale to be watching pretty soon is Kaido and Luffy, because those boys are getting after it on top of the rooftop. And also, I believe Kaido has given us a little foreshadowing as well with the Will of D, because he says, I can tell that you're enjoying yourselves. The more precious the situation, the bigger your smile. And a lot of fans out there in the world speculate as a D gets closer to death, they still will smile when they die. So that is I think Kaido will probably give us a little bit more information later on about the Will of D. And since he was so interested in about the Will of D earlier in the Wano arc, I think it will show us a lot. But nevertheless, this combat scenes are crazy good. Like it's near like Doflamingo and Katakuri level already, and you can see that the King's Kakura Haki is clashing, and I'm still surprised I didn't see the actual split of the clouds, but I'm pretty sure that the animation or some way we'll probably see that, because it's definitely looking like they should be splitting clouds right now. The next panel, we see that Kid and Killer were blasted inside of a floor of Onishigima Castle, the third floor to be precise. They are trying to figure out why Big Mom is not coming after them, and the hole that she created on the castle is super huge, so she probably don't even know where they landed. So then Kid decides to get up and to go to look out there for Big Mom, because he does not want Big Mom and Kaido to get back the team up again, because that's it's a no-go. So he goes out searching for Big Mom throughout the castle and trying to figure out where she landed so he can stop him. And then in the midst of that, guess who decides to show up? Hawkins. Hawkins decides to show up, and it brings another great dialogue between him, Kid, and Killer. Oda has been hitting the nail on the head with these quotes from him. Let me just give you a quick quote of their interactions. They said, "Call me whatever you want, like your chances of dying here are 92%. Poor Killer." And then Killer responds back, "More fortune telling? Well, fortune favors the bold, like fa 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 fa." And then he does his laugh. And then Hawkins decides to say, "Best of luck to you, Killer." And then Killer says that I don't need a single ounce of luck. And Oda, every chapter that we see two people are talking to each other, it's like a big rap diss battle. And it's just great to see. And it just gets me more hype for these one-on-one fights that we were about to see later on, because it just builds up the hype each and every chapter when he gives us quotes like this. After the big diss track that Killer and Hawkins was dissing to one another, we flash forward to see Nami, Otama, and Usopp. Nami and Usopp are learning how strong these Zoan types are. They have great endurance. They can take blows after blows of hits and still keep coming back. And it even shows that page 1, it's telling them, I'm a Zoan. Like, when will you finally give up? And then they says, the weak trio, Nami and Usopp, they says, we're not dying here. Get off, you big lizard. Get out of here. And they got the crying face emojis like they always do. And it's just real funny to see. Meanwhile, Otama is being more strong and having more resilience than they do at the moment, which I believe that kind of gave them encouragement too, because then Nami just responds back and says, yeah, me and the old guy are here to protect you. What are you talking about? Usopp is saying, I'm only 19. And it's real good to see the weak trio being funny again, running for their lives. But it gets even funnier because after Usopp throws his firework flowers at page 1 and followed by his exploding pine cones, we then get to see Big Mom pops up out of nowhere. Before we start talking about Big Mom, I like to talk about Otama a little bit, because I believe Otama is one of the main focal points of this Wano arc. And right now, it was shown that Usopp is describing that too bad had his the Kibidungas or the dumplings or whatever you want to call them is not affecting page 1. And the reason why it's not affecting page 1, because page 1 is legit Zoan devil fruit user. He's not a smile devil fruit user. And that is a big part, because that means that Otama can use her Kibidungas on Kaido, page 1, Oti, or any of the super strong people that's on Kaido's side. So that is a big foreshadowing. But the plus side is Kaido has a lot of smile users, a lot. So she can convince or control all those smile users onto her side. But you know how One Piece works, the strongest always come on top of the below people unless you Usopp and Nami. But with Usopp and Nami and all that power that Otama will have at her control over those zones, smile users, that'll be pretty strong. But it's still a big play that she cannot use it with against, true zone Devil Fruit users. And then we have to talk about the most controversial part of, I guess, this chapter. It's about Big Mom once again. Once Big Mom sees Otama back into the story, Big Mom gets a little nerve down because Big Mom sees Otama and her motherly nature comes back into play. And she's all concerned about Otama. And also, she gets nerfed down even more by realizing about food, which I can't really get mad about because she has a code. And if you do have a code, just like Luffy does about friends or fighting about something that's truly worth something or fighting for, you do it. So Big Mom does have a code for it, but it does kind of feel like a little cop-out that, all of a sudden Big Mom has to give page one a one-hit quitter. It looks like for right now. It looks pretty bad for page one. And then OT shows up and she sees that Big Mom does all this. So it has to be some type of foretelling that Big Mom and Kaido alliance might be broken up after that. I can see that. And you already know Pedro is still somewhere lurking around. And once he sees probably OT comes out there, Big Mom in some type of way, because she know OT don't play with Pepe. She don't play with her Pepe. So it's foreshadowing that Pedro is going to use that to somewhere sever the bond between Kaido and Big Mom, and this is gonna get real nasty from all of them, and they're gonna have to split up eventually because it's One Piece. Well, this was my reaction and my review of chapter 10, 11 of One Piece. Oda, keep up the work, man. 10, 11, you made it all the way those chapters. I'm glad you're getting a break next week. Go ahead, get some rest. But this chapter was a 7 out of 10. I thought awesome play that Otama was doing. You get to see the weak trio -1 going against page one. And then we get to also see that Luffy is still showing that he is like a Yonko now. So that was great. And also it was great to see that Big Mom new person, a new homie, Hera. So it's just interesting to see all that stuff. So big things to keep watch out for is Big Mom, Zeus is reuniting with Nami. Second thing to watch out for is that Pedro is probably going to be lurking as soon as Ozzy hits Big Mom in some type of way. And that's going to result in something. And then Kid and Killer fighting, I should say, Kid going to find Big Mom. And also Killer fighting against Hawkins. So they're just, overall, this is a great chapter. But I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Guys, once again, it's been fun to do this with you guys. It's been a great, I'm so glad that you guys like the content. If you do like the content, just please leave a like, comment down below, and tell me what you want me to talk about in the near future. It's been fun. Please subscribe to the channel. Till the next time, peace.